Welcome back to Nikki's Scrapbooking Adventures. Well, today we are going to go over my first layout that I did with my purple kit. Now, before we get into my layout, this is not what I expected to play with this collection. And if you are sensitive to images that are silly, not bloody at all, don't look. It stemmed from the fact that I haven't scrapbooked in almost over a month. And in my kit, I had brown letters. And I was like, okay, well, you don't get brown letters very often. So we're gonna do this kind of layout with my collection this month. This is not what I was expecting, but here it is. Just giggle with me, you know. So I have been kind of saving this image for something like this because I wanted to document the fact that I have a funny name for my son when he got a poopy butt. So I thought I would kind of play off of Lion King, because it's my favorite movie, where they say, "They call me Mr. Pig." So I said, "They call me Mr. Stinky Smelly Butt." Yeah. So out of my pack, my collection kit, I used the brown letters, and I used this blue paper. The rest came from outside of my collection. And I was going to show you today how I made these cute little flies, because I think they're hilarious. And all you really need is some googly eyes, the little extra bits from an alpha set. This is the alpha set I'm using. Clearly I've used it a lot, and I've got 2 sets of it because I love it so much. And then your paper punches. So, to make the smaller size flies, you're going to need your 3/4 inch punch and then your 1 inch punch. To make this bigger fly, you'll need a 1 1/4 inch punch and a 1 inch punch. Super easy. And then you're going to need some type of flower punch for the wings. So you may not be able to tell, but the wings are vellum on top of paper. Now I was just going to do straight vellum, but then you couldn't tell that they were wings, so I needed to have some kind of color behind them. This is super, super easy. So I've got some vellum. I've got a scrap piece of paper here, and I've got I've got a black scrap piece of paper here. So we're just gonna make one. So googly eyes came from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna try to pick the smallest pair. And I think these 2 are the smallest pair that I see. I'm gonna punch out 2 pieces of the black, 1 in the 3/4 and 1 in the 1 inch. Okay, so that's the body, that's the head. These are the googly eyes. Funny, 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 funny. Okay, and then you're just gonna take your flower punch, something that looks like wings. It doesn't necessarily have to be this punch, but I will link this punch and the other sizes down below, so that if you do wish to purchase them, you absolutely can. It will be supporting my channel, so I appreciate it a lot if you would help us out. Okay, and while you're at it, might as well just hit that subscribe button so I can hit my goal of 750 subscribers this year. Okay, now we've got our head, our body. Now we got to get our wings. So I'm just going to take my wing, my flower punch, and kind of make little hearts. Now you could totally use a heart punch, but you're going to get more of a rounded edge here instead of a longer edge. And wings kind of just have a longer edge to them. Might be easier to see what I'm doing here. You see how I just kind of try to go to the center. You're not really going to see this part, so it doesn't have, like, past here, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, then you can use your fingers and curl your vellum up. Try to get it to look more like wings. Super simple. Take some glue. I'm just using the tacky glue. Again, I'll list this down below. Put a little dot right there, just at the bottom. And then adhere the vellum part of the wing on top. Super simple. I'm going to go ahead and round my vellum to give it some dimension. Put a little dab of glue at the bottom of the white cardstock. Place my vellum right on top that I've already curled. And there's your wing. Sweet, 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 sweet. Now, if you had a different background on your piece, you might be able to get away with not doing that. Okay, so at this point what I did is I adhered the body and the head to the piece of paper. But because I don't have a piece of paper to adhere it to, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a little bit of paper glue right here. Smidgen, a smidgen. And then place the head on the body. Then I can take a little bit of extra glue here, just on the tip, and place it on the body where I think it would look appropriate. There's one wing. There's two wings. See how that vellum kind of gives it a little buzz buzz feeling, a little bit of movement. I think it's kind of fun. Then, if this was on a page, I would just glue and glue. But I think I can get away with just kind of like a line. Not a very big line, but a line where I can then place my googly eyes right on top of that line. They should be able to stay. Look, look, look. Okay, so we gotta add some character to it though. This would be a great bee too. If you wanted to add yellow stripes here on top of the black, you definitely could. A little stinger pointing out. But I want to show you what this does. Okay, so when I was looking online, I was looking for kind of like a cut file or image that I could trace on my silhouette. And a lot of them had this little weird snout thing. I don't know. I don't know why it had a snout thing. But I thought I would add the snout just to add some character. And it's just the tilde part for top of ends in Spanish. And then there is my little snout. And then you've got these quotation marks that can be the feet. And because this is adhesive, you can just add it right on. Try not to hold two things at once. And there you go. You got a little fly with googly eyes to make layouts hilariously fun. Like this one. I can't believe this was the first page that I did with my purple kit. Clearly, I needed to get some scrapbooking done because it's been a while. But I didn't use a single piece of purple. But I stuck with the color scheme of blue, brown, and black. And white, of course. So, there is Mr. Little Fly. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.